Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Gemini, in today's reading, I am going to give you two cards from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. Also wanted to let you know that I am going to do some kind of mini reading, some kind of readings this week. I'm going live so you can finally see me, see how I look, doing, whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to upgrade this channel so I can get more subscribers. So really be looking out for that, okay? All right, so Gemini, let's do this. See what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini. All right, Gemini, see what's going on for you. So you have solitude. Solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Wow. Wow. So really take some time to find yourself alone, okay? Because I feel like you're looking for some kind of answers. And I feel like sometimes you just need that peace, without the tablets or whatever it is, finding that peace within you. And I feel like you need that. I know it's hard to get it, but I feel like you just need that alone time. You do have desert passage. Also says there's trust that there's a divine plan. Definitely. I feel like there is a divine plan for you, but that you need to really have patience for everything because it is in divine timing. That no matter how things look, it's going to get better. Okay, Gemini? So just know that. Wow. Okay. All right, Gemini. So take what resonates with you, Gemini, and leave the rest. This is for Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. I guess I'll use this one first. I'll do these first. Okay. Yes, they're okay. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to do these instead because that's what they're saying. So let's do this. All right, Gemini. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Gemini, 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 Gemini. One for the current. One for the situation. Wow. One for the past or now. One for the what's hidden. One, oh, okay. One for the hopes and the fears. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. Oh, okay. And the outcome is, wow, these cards were hopping. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so definitely feeling very overwhelmed. I feel like you need to really start setting boundaries. I feel like you're feeling a lot right now. I feel like you could be wanting, or somebody could come in to teach you something. I feel like there's a teacher in your life, something. It doesn't have to be like you're going to school or anything, but like you're going to learn something from somebody, like some kind of advice is being given or something like that is here. I also feel that there is abundance of all kinds coming towards you, money here, money there. So that is very nice. I like that. Very nice. Could also be that you're giving people money also. Very interesting. All right, so let's do this. Gemini, see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So you start off with the Tower card here. Tower card is definitely talking about been a lot of changes coming through in your life, or there's about to be a lot of changes coming in. You do have the Two of Swords here for the situation. That is a decision that you're going to need to make very soon, but I feel like you need to go within to make that decision. I also feel like you're not wanting to see something here. You have the World card here. So for the past or now, you do have the World card. There is a new cycle coming in for you, so it's very beautiful. I do believe that it's coming in very soon, and I do believe it's now. You do have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Yes, the Queen of Pentacles. You are a multitasker. You know how to do things. You know how to bring in the resources that you need. You always know how to do the work. And I feel like it always pays off for you. And I do feel like you're multitasking a lot right now. And I do feel like you need to take care of yourself more. You do have the High Priestess here for the hopes and fears. I feel like you need to open up your intuition and start using your intuition here. Really start working on that. Start being more focused on your intuition and what it does for you, because you do have that inner power. You have the Seven of Swords here for the for what you need to do now. I feel like there's like, you got to be careful, because I don't know if it's you or if it's somebody, but there's some kind of betrayal, or maybe you're like not really speaking about the truth, or not saying something that you should be saying, like seeing the truth or speaking about it. We'll see what the cards say. You do have the Eight of Cups, and definitely on something you need to work on is you need to leave something behind. Could also be going on a spiritual journey, so we'll see. Then you have the Hangman. You need to look at things differently now. Not looking at them the same way that you used to. You have to start seeing things differently. Okay, you have to have patience for everything, even though you feel like, even though it seems like you're like not, feeling, you're not really, you're just like, you're not wanting to wait. Like you just need to have that patience for, like you're very eager for everything to come in, and you're just like waiting. All right, so let's see what's going on, Capricorn. Let's continue with your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. Let's see what this. Spirit. One card for the Tower. Why is the Tower here? Nice. One more card. Nice. All right. All right. So you do have the Tower card, right? And the Tower does seem kind of scary, right? Changes coming through, but whatever it is, go with it, because these changes need to come in. I feel like things have changed and they're going to change. I feel like you're going to have financial opportunities coming through. I also feel like you could be learning something long term, also. So just be ready. I feel like you're going to have that financial opportunities. I also feel like there is some kind of messages coming in. I feel like you're going to start seeing a lot of things differently and being happy. The sun is shining on you. Happy times are here for you. So it's good. You're going to be feeling useful, regenerated, like you could be able to do anything. So it's very nice, because you're going to have some kind of opportunities coming in. So it's good. Yeah, the Two of Swords here for Gemini. Why is the Two of Swords here? One more card. Nice. Okay. So really try to slow down on making your decisions, okay? I feel like you need to take that blindfold off. I feel like you need to trust your intuition and use your intuition when you're making these decisions also. You do have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups is talking about, being more creative, putting your energy into something that is going to help you. Also having compassion and forgiveness for a lot of things that have been going on in your life. I also feel like there could be somebody new coming into your life also. And also with the Knight of Swords here, I do feel like with the Knight of Swords that, you could be rushing into things, and they're trying to ask you to slow down, okay? Try not to make quick decisions on things, because there is a decision here that you're going to be contemplating, but you need to slow down, okay? Really see everything and really start nurturing yourself, Gemini, okay? You need to. Really have that compassion and forgiveness for everything that's going on in your life, no matter if it was good or bad. Really have that compassion, okay? Like I said, there could be a new person. I feel like also too, you need to do something within you that's going to make yourself happy, because, you want this Sun card to last all the way through, through your journey, and you don't want to be like mad or sad or anything. You do have the World card here, and the World card is talking about a new path. You also have this card, and then you also have the Ace of Cups, and that is definitely also a new card, new cycle coming in. But it's up to you to create the world that you want to live in, okay? So you need to start thinking positive in everything that you're doing. And I do believe it's now. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, and why is the Queen of Pentacles here, and what's hidden for Gemini? One more card. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, the Fool card here. So like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles here, you start off with this card. You see her. She's got that big old coin on her, right? She's a multitasker. She knows how to bring in the money. She carefully plans on what she needs to do, especially with her money. And whether you're male or female, this is you, Gemini. Trying to carefully plan on what you're going to spend your money on and what you're going to do with it. And that's good. It pays off, right? You work very hard for what you've gotten, what you've come to. I feel like you need to have self-care though. I feel like you need to really take care of yourself, because you can bring in the resources. You can do what you need to do to bring it in, but you also neglect yourself a lot. And you need to start really shifting that aside, because you need to take care of yourself also. No, you may have all this money and you may try to save it, and you're thinking, oh, I have a little bit in the bank, or I have this within me, but you need to also take care of yourself, because if something happens to you, you ain't going to be able to spend it. So you got to be careful with that. I do feel like you also holding on to a lot of anger still. You still hold on to that, that nerve that really gets you, frustration, anger, also too, feeling like you're not going to have enough money at times. And that makes you very angry. I got to go do this. I got to pay this. I got to do that, And I feel like this is a message for somebody. And I feel like you need to really try to let that go, because after all, this is a new path. And also for somebody out there, I feel like you need to be really careful with your money. Use caution about your money, okay? And I'm receiving that message now. But this is a new path for you, so be ready for it. It's something new is coming in, so it's good. This is something you're not seeing. You have the High Priestess down here for the. You have the High Priestess down here for the hopes and the fears. Wow. Okay. So the High Priestess is asking you to really open up your intuition. Okay, really start focusing on your inner power. You know who you are. You know how you have that inner knowing, that inner focus on your intuition. Okay, that's what they're asking you to do some self-reflection, like go within and meditate, or just have some quiet time, because it does show here that you need it. But really trust yourself on things, okay? And I feel like you have these gifts to share with the world, and it's time that you do, okay? Or at least use them, okay? I feel like you need to find your patience with everything that's going on. I feel like you need to really find your patience with everything that's going on. I feel like you need to, like, no matter what, really be patient about everything, okay? It may not be something that you like or want to do, but, really just have patience and just do it. And I feel like you also need to step back and look at things differently now. Because, you do also have the Nine of Pentacles here. And the Nine of Pentacles is saying that, Gemini, without even saying anything, you are very independent. You know how to do things clearly. But you need to start working on yourself. And that's resting and taking care of yourself, trusting yourself. Really live in the moment. Focus on what you want to do, or focus on something that's going to make you happy. And that's what they're saying, okay? Put your energy into something that you want to create that's going to make you happy. I feel like you also need to find your confidence in things and be more focused on everything that's going on. Really be objective also is what they're saying. Wow. And then you have the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here for what you need to do now? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Wow. Okay. Okay. So really be careful with this. I'm going to just say for everyone, because this is a reading for Gemini. So really be careful on how you're spending your money, or how you're doing your money. If it sounds too good to be true, really look at it. Okay. Because this is a card of deceit. This is a card of betrayal. This is a card of whatever, just, it's just not good. So be careful on how you're doing or managing your money. Okay. Like I said, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. So just be careful on that. I do have a message though for somebody here, and I don't know if this is, take it, if not, but leave it, okay? But with the Seven of Swords, I do feel like there was some kind of betrayal, that you felt like you gave and you gave and you gave. You gave yourself, there was a lot of things that you gave yourself, out there. You put yourself out there, you gave and you gave. And I feel like you were betrayed about something that has happened. Also feel like, you had to make decisions, and there's a decision that you're contemplating about, because all you do is give, give, give. And they're saying that it's time for you to start setting boundaries, that if you feel like you've been giving, giving, giving all the time, then it's time for you to start setting boundaries, for you to realize that you're better than that, to value yourself, okay? That you don't need to be giving money for people to appreciate you, okay? That's what they're saying. Wow. There is a decision that you're contemplating, definitely. So be ready, Gemini, okay? That was a message for somebody. You have the Eight of Cups here. Why is the Eight of Cups here, and what you need to work on? Wow. So you have, in this one position, you have 888. So look that up. So that's really good. All right. Wow. Okay. I just saw this right now. Woo, okay. So, let me see here. Okay. So, I feel like, Gemini, that you could be leaving some kind of career here, because you have the Eight of Cups here twice. Two different decks, same card. They're both leaving something, okay? And I feel like this is something that you're going to work on. I feel like you are definitely you've been working very hard at something, and I feel like no matter what, you just feel like it's not going to pay off, like it's not paying off. You're very persistent. You're trying to do something, and it's just not working right the way you want to. And I feel like that you're going to get up and you're going to leave something behind, because when you get the Eight of Cups twice, especially in the same position, the same card, if you get it twice, that means, you're definitely leaving something behind. So be ready, because, you could be changing your career. You could be doing something that you're going to leave. Also feel for a lot of you guys that you could be going on a spiritual journey. Also, this could mean that, you've been working very hard on yourself also, and that you could be being led down a spiritual journey. But I do feel like you could be leaving a job behind, because the Eight of Pentacles is of a career. And I also feel like you're realizing that you're worth more than what they're giving you, and I feel like you're gonna leave it behind. So be ready. Wow. I feel like you're putting your time and effort also too, that you put a lot of time into something that you've been working on, and you're gonna leave it behind. So it's something. It doesn't have to be a career. It's just something that you're going to leave behind. Or maybe, oh yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay. And then you have the Hangman here. Why is the Hangman here for the outcome? One more card. All right. Wow. Okay. So, definitely with the outcome, you do have this card. They're asking you to have patience for everything. The Hangman is about having patience, really seeing things differently now. And that's what you are. You really are going to start seeing things differently. But you do have the Page of Swords here. Page of Swords is definitely asking you to really communicate better with whoever it is that you're dealing with. Really speak your truth, see the truth and speak your truth. Really do your research on things before you start saying something, okay, or doing something. I feel like you need to not jump to conclusions either. And like I said, before anything, really do your research on things, okay, and express yourself very clearly. I do feel like there's messages coming in, and I feel like you're wanting to explore new things. And with the King of Pentacles here, I do feel like you will. I feel like you're trying very hard to establish yourself, to create that strong foundation that you want. And I feel like you will. I feel like you're very strong-willed, and you're going to be able to handle anything that comes your way. And I feel like you're going to be able to make decisions, but that you need to learn how to focus. not find your confidence and your courage, to do what it is that you want to do, Gemini. Okay, because you will do it, but you're still going through a lot right now. But I feel like you need to focus more and really nurture yourself. All right, so and go within. All right, so Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.